I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
Hello, and welcome to Hollywood Impact. This is Zach, joined by Nehemiah.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Well, that's good. I wish we had a little bit better movie to review, but it is what it is.
That's not good. That's not good. If you like the original, just watch the original.
Just watch the original. I went to the movie with that mindset, like, I know I'm not going to like this more than the original.
Same.
So it's, I'm just here for a good time. And I think overall, we can't really get into too much of the changes because a lot of it's spoilery.
Yeah.
And just in case there's a new audience that, wants to see this one first,
Yep.
We won't spoil it, but there's just a lot of unnecessary changes here. They cut the main villain.
They cut the main villain and the whole storyline change. It didn't sit right.
No.
But even if you had never seen the original, something is off there.
Yeah.
Something's off.
And I think for me, most of it was there's not much soul here.
Yeah.
Because this isn't really a spoiler either. One of my favorite parts from the original is when Stitch, is sad. When everything goes down. There's no ugly duckling book.
No, I thought that too.
And that's the saddest part of the movie.
He threw a hissy fit, he's throwing a fit. And you don't get that.
No.
You don't get the soul from any of the characters too, because even the sisterly bond that they have in this movie, it seems so forced.
Yeah.
They all talk like this during the movie, and they don't talk to you like a sibling would talk to a sibling. She's very, obviously, even in the original, Nani, the older sister, is trying to be a guardian to Lilo after they lost their parents. Well, even throughout that one, you could see, you're still my sister. If you do something stupid,
we're going to fight.
We're going to fight.
Yeah.
And this one, they tried to imitate that, and it just wasn't there. It was more of we're acting, so I gotta act like it, not this is real. Yeah. It's going down.
Yeah, they physically fight in the cartoon.
Yeah.
And this one,
obviously you can't throw down this 20-year-old and this
legitimate
8-year-old actor.
Yeah.
But even then, you can, as a grown adult, if you had a younger sibling and there's that age difference, you still fight.
Yeah,
you will still pick up the other one and lightly toss them onto something. I've done it.
Lightly toss.
Yes, not you don't want your mom start charging in and you're like, well, that's my fault because he can't pick me up and throw me.
Yeah. You might be thinking, why are you talking about relationship? Well, that's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, it's Ohana.
They portray what it looks like for a broken home because the parents died, and the older sister has to become the mother figure. And the original does such a good job of showing how hard she tries to be the guardian, so Lilo doesn't get taken away. And they argue because she's so disappointed when Lilo acts up, but she's just a kid. She's literally 5 or 6 years old, and she just lost her parents, so they don't know how to act. And you just don't get hardly any of that here. The most they fight is Lilo tells Nani, I like you better when you're a sister and not my mom.
Yeah.
But they're not even arguing. She just says that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hit like the original does.
No. I would say the best part, just to have a positive, the best part of this movie was arguably the CGI.
Oh yeah.
It was really good, actually.
Good.
Yeah.
Stitch looks great.
This was the first live action where they recreated, I didn't personally go see Snow White, but from the commercials and seeing the dwarves,
CGI dwarves,
they had the soulless eyes that they had back in the 2000s. They didn't try.
Yeah.
But this one, they got things down to a T.
The aliens look good.
Yeah, it was insane. Dang. Maybe at the beginning, I thought maybe this won't be as upsetting as I thought.
Yeah.
And then we got to Earth, and I was like, well, I was wrong.
Yeah, I think we both, I love Lilo and Stitch the original. It's probably my favorite Disney movie.
Oh, I feel like nobody growing up grew up with it would have a bad thing to say about it.
Exactly. I think just to kind of get more into performances and stuff, I guess, Zach Galifianakis is in this, who I usually like.
Yeah.
It's a really monotone, he doesn't do a very good job playing, is it Jumba? I don't remember
it's Jumba.
Yeah, and since they took out the villain, he takes that role, and it doesn't land. It doesn't work. It's not a good change.
It was not.
It messes up the story, the flow.
Voice acting with it too. That's all the voice acting, the actors, the way they portrayed themselves. Even Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah.
I was so upset with Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah, he's a shell.
I mean, yeah. He just kind of waltzed in there because
I'm the CIA.
yeah, he's CIA. No. And originally, he was still... Like
he's the social worker.
Yeah, he's a social worker.
It's like a mystery. Like, why is this buff dude so interested in this?
And even way before Stitch and... Oh, wait, no. Stitch came into the picture in the movie, and then he just showed up as a replacement.
Yeah.
We never met the other one.
Right. Yep.
But he's this big buff dude, and then in the movie we get this old guy that looks like he could be pushed over with your... Just go... Boop, and he's down. I was like... Why?
Yeah.
Why? There's no... like...
It's just
there's no Stitch going absolutely crazy on him. No, it's just a little. He pushes him in the movie.
Yeah.
Instead of in the new movie and like the original, he grabs that book and slaps him upside the head and breaks his glasses.
Yeah. Stitch has guns in the original movie. No guns here for Stitch. If I take a step back, like it's an okay movie on its own. Like if you didn't see the original, like I think you'll still have a decent time, and just you're probably not gonna. I mean, the first one makes me cry.
Yeah.
Like the first one is such a sad movie, and you won't get that here. And like I said, it's a decent movie, but comparing it to the original, it makes me hate it.
Yeah.
Like it makes me dislike it more than I should.
They've lost all uniqueness, and that's why they're going back through and doing all these live remakes.
Making money.
Well, Lion King did pretty good. How about everything else? Lion King was a little easier. It's lions.
Yeah.
Which... It's lions and animals. I mean, you're CGIing everything for a talking lion.
Yeah.
You don't have to CGI a person too. So, and their casting choices have just been bad.
Not great. Yeah.
They've just been bad.
It's just like none of them really care. You don't like they take away the heart and soul of the story, and then also the actors aren't really putting in that much effort either. Yeah. And it's just I don't know. It's just not great movie making.
But obviously, like you said, it was a good movie. I'm not going to go watch it again.
Yeah,
I don't have any need to. Nope. Don't plan to.
Just watch the original instead.
I'll have twice as much fun watching that one. I guess we can get down to doing our ratings for it. What would you say? I'm
going to give it, taking out my personal bias of the first one is so much better, which I mean, critically, I think it's better, but I think an average moviegoer, I'm going to give it a 6. Like it's a slightly above average film, but it's still, there's so much more they could have done because they cut, and this movie's longer than the cartoon, but it felt way more empty. Yeah. Like what did they do with all the dead space?
No, I looked it up too. The original was only an hour and 38 minutes. This one was 2 hours on the dot.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's a 6. It's just an above average movie, but I don't have any desire to go watch it again.
No, I was going to say the same thing. Everyone I've talked to about it, if I asked them their ratings, they all said 6.
Yeah.
And this is me going in with the bias of it being one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I always try to look at a movie with half full because there are just so many critics out there now that they judge a movie based on, I guess, what the social norm is.
Yeah.
And so they're like, wow, amazing, fantastic. I'll go watch this critically acclaimed movie and think that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, this movie bombs.
Yeah.
I'll go watch that one, and a lot of the times I'm like, dang, that was a pretty good movie.
Right, yeah.
And this one, it's a medium.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you go online, you can see 50-50 reviews with everyone thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I'd have to give this film a 6 out of 10 too. Okay. It's not going to get any higher, and I can't give it any lower just because it did at some point stick to the same storyline.
And that is like, so they do some things that are shot for shot, and those are the best parts of the movie.
They were. There are so many things they took out that it just ruined it. I was expecting it to happen, and it was gone.
Yeah. You heard it here first, guys. 6 out of 10 for the new Lilo and Stitch. Should you go watch it?
If you want to.
If you want to.
If you have a theater where Tuesdays they give you a discounted ticket and soda,
there you go.
Go ahead, because it's not bad to watch. But I wouldn't go pay full price.
Yeah, just watch the original instead for free.
Yep.
Well, guys, we appreciate you watching. Catch you on the next one with Hollywood Impact. We'll see you later.